Okay, so in this video, I want to go through the things you can do to optimize your site locally. So we're not talking about GMB now, we're talking about your local site and how you can optimize it to give it some extra boost in the rankings that will in turn, of course, like I said, your website and the GMB are somewhat related. So if your website ranks higher, your GMB will rank higher, and so on and so forth. So I want to go over the things you need to do to optimize your site organically so your GMB ranks higher. So like it's written here, ranking a GMB is easier when you rank organically, and I know I'm repeating this often, but it's important that you know this. So you need a local optimized site. I'll go over an example after I read through all of these, but what does this mean? Okay, you need an FAQ page. You need some sort of review syndication page. You can input them manually on your site, but there's plugins that do it automatically, and if they do it automatically, why not? We're going to use them. Then, this is more about what is SEO actually and how to rank sites, but you need long form and detailed content. This is what makes sites rank, okay, valuable content. So keyword optimized pages with images, videos, headers, H1, H2s, schema markup, which we'll have a video on that later on, meta tags, interlinking, so how you interlink your pages. This is really important. So when you're building links to a page, if that page interlinks to another page, the link juice will flow through, and that's extremely, extremely important. Then, of course, outbound links. We'll go over that as well. Link building in general, the sitemap, image carousels for relevancy, map embeds. Of course, you need to embed your your local map, which has your business in there on the footer of your site. The NAP presence, so the name, address, and phone number. Product and service pages. You need to include all the products and services in a page on your website or in a menu, whatever, because this will be consistent with your GMB listing, because as you know, on your GMB, you can tell Google what services or products you're selling. So we need this also present in our website. Then again, I know this may seem like much and a bunch of information, but I'll run through an example after this, and we'll have videos on all of this, so don't worry. Then a speedy site, of course, you need your site to be fast, because even if you're first and people click on it, it takes 5 seconds, 6 seconds to load. People will just go back and click the second result. So even if you're first, you need a speedy site. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, a speedy site, this includes the hosting you choose. This is a factor that changes how your site is in regards to its speed, image optimization, user friendliness, and we'll have a video just on how to optimize the speed of your site. Then, of course, you need to be mobile friendly. That's a given. People search more on their phones than on desktop, so your site needs to be firstly mobile optimized. Of course, you need an SSL certificate, so that's the padlock that's on the top left corner on your website, makes it secure basically, and of course, social media present. But with all of this said, let's run through an example, and I'll go over sort of an audit, and how to get all of these done. So let's jump into my desktop. Okay, so now we have 3 sites over here, and I want to go over how these are locally optimized and how you can take some things that these guys are doing right and apply them to your own site. Okay, so first things first, and I mentioned this just a second ago, is the SSL certificate. This is something that's a must-have. You need to have it. I'll also have a video in this course teaching you how to do it. It's like a 5-minute video. It's super easy. So this is a must-have. As you can see, all the sites have a SSL certificate. So this is a must. Then another thing we can do is see if the sites are mobile optimized. What you do is inspect element and go here, and let's do, for example, iPhone. As you can see, the site is fully mobile optimized. Okay, perfect. Okay, we can also check this one as well. And I'm doing this because most searches nowadays come from mobile devices, not from your desktop. And this one as well. Let's see if it is mobile optimized or not. Most likely it is. Okay, it is. It also has menu right here, so this is perfect. All these 3 sites are mobile optimized. Now, another thing you need to have is social media presence. Okay, as you can see, and let's open this right here. These guys have social media presence. Okay, this is good for brand awareness and also, of course, for link building. As you can see, each one of these properties has a link back to their site. We'll be talking about YouTube later on. As you can see, these guys do something really great, which is, if I'm not mistaken, these are reviews or testimonials, which they put here, which is great because it builds trust in the brand. And we can click one of the videos and let's see what actually, the description is not optimized. I can't even open the description. Let me see. It could be doing something better, which was maybe write an in-depth description, maybe add an article from their website, contact information, a link. So yeah, but as you can see, this is great. They have social media presence. And I even think that the link from Twitter is dofollow. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, it looks like it is a dofollow link. Yeah, so there you have it. You have a dofollow link from Twitter, dofollow and nofollow links. So links can be of 2 types: dofollow and nofollow. Dofollow links are nofollow links are basically links that carry the link juice. So yeah, the more dofollow links you have, the better. Of course, you need a mix between do and nofollow links, but yeah, that doesn't really matter here. Now, site speed. And let's just go to GT metrics, which is a place where we can check the site speed. And again, I'll have a video on how to optimize your site speed. So don't even worry about it. I'm just showing you why these sites are good and what makes them good, okay? And why they're ranking where they're at. Because I think this one, I searched for Plumber Dallas, I think this one was number 1 after the ads. Yeah, exactly, number 1 above Yelp, okay? And as you can see, again, the map packs are extremely valuable because they're above even the organic results. And I even think this one right here is that a listing. I'm not entirely sure. Looks like it isn't, or it is. Let me just double check. No, it isn't. Okay, so as you can see, this site isn't even ranking on a first page. But of course, I'm not doing this the right way because I'm searching from Portugal. I need to either try a VPN or use a ranking assist tool. But yeah, regarding the speed, as you can see, it's great. The site loads under 1 second. So that's achieved through hosting, image optimization, and some other things we'll cover later on. Now, something, again, I mentioned when I was in the slides, is long and detailed content. So keyword optimized with images, videos, and let me see what they have here. So let's go plumbing, for example, toilet repair and installation. So these guys are doing it the right way. I mean, the content could be a bit longer, but let's see. This should be an H1 text header. As you can see, it is an H1 header. And this one should be an H2 header, which, let's see if it is. Exactly, it's an H2 header. Okay, so H1, H2, just like I mentioned. Then long and detailed content with keyword optimized, of course. I'm assuming this page was trying to rank for toilet repair. Let's see, toilet repair. They have it H1, H2, they have it inside the text. And they don't have it anywhere else. Replacing toilet, they have long tail versions of the keyword, so this is good. Then something else they're doing great is interlinking. This is really important. You want to interlink to other pages on your site. So when you build links to this page, the link juice flows through to the other pages. So this is good. I would even interlink, I would even place a link to another page on their site. But yeah, minimum of 1 is fine. Then of course a video embed. This is great. And this image should have an alt text. Let's just test it out on a different site, just so I'm not just using the same. You do inspect, and as you can see, the alt text is plumbing services, so the images that are uploaded are optimized for the site. So like I said, H1, H2's long form content, keyword optimized, which with images, as you can see here, videos and images should be optimized, fully optimized. And I'll record a video on how to optimize an image to its full potential. Then we of course have the outbound linking, which these guys, for example, don't do. So they could link for it. So they could link, for example, to a Wikipedia page or a plumbing association. So something that gives this page authority. Okay. So you want to inner link, and you also want to outer link. So link to authoritative sources, and this will give this page more authority. And of course we have the classic map embed. If we go to contact us, both here and on this one as well, contact us, and on this one as well, location and hours. They of course have a map embed here as well, which links to their GMB listing. They have of course the map here, name, address, phone number, address, hours. Of course this matches with the one from here. Of course it needs to match. Another map embed over here, which is interactive as well. And these guys also have the reviews, which I mentioned before, review syndication. So include all the reviews here on your website. This gives it extra relevancy. They also have here a plugin that allows for that basically takes the reviews from your Google My Business listing and uploads them here. There's a bunch of WordPress plugins that do this. I can't even recommend one because there's so many that do it. So just search for a review syndication plugin or review WordPress review. One should pop up. This is something really simple, but it gives you that extra relevancy and that extra signal. So this page is great in that aspect. I don't think these guys have it, nor this one have it. Reviews, they teach you how to leave a review, and then have the reviews embedded from Google right here with a plugin as well, and a map embed with all the reviews again. The reviews by location. This is great. You need and you want to include reviews from our clients. Either use a plugin to automatically take them from Google My Business, or you can write them up manually like so. And yeah, that's it in regards to review and the review syndication page. Then of course, something else they're doing great is having services, and these guys only offer services, but services and product pages. These guys have a bunch of different product pages. These ones as well, service pages, sorry, and these ones have service areas and services. So you want to have both. So you want to have both if you service different service areas. For example, plumbers and types of jobs where they go out to the client. Usually you're going to see these sites having a bunch of locations, which these guys do here. Yeah, service area. As you can see, they service all of these areas, so they include them all here. You can, and there's some people that create pages individually for each one of these. For example, I think these guys actually do it. Yeah, okay, so as you can see, they have an individual page for each one of these, and they can even be like the same. So let's just double check. Yeah, basically the content is just the same. They're just changing this right here, the location. Okay, it's straightforward. So yeah, you want to have location pages and service pages. Of course, you want to have location pages if you service multiple locations. Then something that none of these guys have is an FAQ page. I don't think they do have it. Yeah, they don't have it. So yeah, like I was saying, it took me a while to find someone that actually did this, because not many people do it. That's why you should do it, because it will give you an extra boost. You can ask questions, okay? You can ask and reply to questions. And what this does is, let's just see, yeah, this one only has one. What this means is you can have an FAQ page on your website where you can syndicate all of these questions and answers. And yeah, that's it so far for this introductory video on what to do to make your site locally relevant and optimize it locally. So again, if we want to run through it super quick, you just have to have an FAQ page, a review syndication page, long form and detailed content like these ones right here, though this should be bigger. What I recommend you do is you go to your competitors, see, for example, these guys want to rank for toilet repair installation, okay? You search that keyword on Google and see who's ranking number 1, 2, and 3. You check those pages and you see the number of words the content that's ranking has, okay? And what you do is either write the same amount of words or more, okay? Never less, okay? I'll recommend these guys write a bit more, but if they're ranking first with this, just leave them be. But yeah, so again, keyword optimized with images, videos, H1s, H2s with their keywords in the headers. Of course, the keywords in the text, images, videos, meta tags, inner linking, outbound links, link building, which we'll be having a video later on how to link build. The sitemap, which I forgot to actually tell you, which is something you can do with a plugin as well in WordPress. Basically tells you the whole map, maps out all your site. This is great because this is great for Google spiders to crawl your website. Okay, if you give them this, it makes it easier for them to crawl your website. So you want to give easy and valuable signals to Google, and this having a sitemap having a sitemap is another plus. And I might as well just tell you about schema. We'll have a video later on how to get schema and what is schema, but I can show you right here what these guys are using for schema. So just do this, and as you can see, these guys are using schema for a home and construction business. As you can see here, this is the schema code. This is again some extra steps you can take, and you will take if you watch this course till the end, but I'll have a video later on exactly what is schema and how it can benefit you and how you can get these sort of codes and how to include them and place them on your website. Looks a bit difficult, but it isn't. It's super simple, and yeah. That's it for now, and I'll see you on the next video.